Now onto our Irish egg rolls. First we have in our bowl, I've already steamed and prepared about a cup of finely diced potatoes, a cup of shredded cabbage, and carrots. Now I've already steamed these and they have been sitting to combine for a while. I've added some salt and pepper for seasoning. Now from the deli, in lieu of buying an entire corned beef brisket, I just bought some sliced corned beef. So we're just going to chop this up right now. You know, these egg rolls are absolutely amazing. I've never, people that don't even like traditional Irish food tend to just rave about these. So I think this is a very unique and very simple recipe to prepare for your guests. So we're chopping up about 4 ounces of corned beef, very fine, as fine as possible. I'm going to throw this right into our bowl. Okay, that looks beautiful, and it's a lot less work than just pulling that out of a package and doing that than doing an entire corned beef. Now for the final touch, we're just going to do a little bit of shallot. So I'm going to cut it across like this. Again, I do like to use the shallot instead of onion. I don't think it's as powerful as onion. They're a bit sweeter, and it just adds a bit more milder flavor than an onion. So we're just going to dice these very finely on our board. Nice. We're going to watch out for our fingers, and we're just going to, it's very important that everything be extremely finely chopped because they're going into these little wonton wrappers. So if it's too big, and you don't want somebody biting into a big lump of shallot like that. So we're just going to go back and forth with our knife, running it through. Beautiful. Perfect. Okay. That's all of our chopping. So we put this aside. Now, we just stir this. Now this is it. This is our filling for our Irish egg rolls. We've got our corned beef, our shallot, our carrot, and naturally our cabbage. You can't have anything Irish without cabbage. So now these are wonton wrappers. You can buy them in the produce section of any grocery store. We're going to lay out a few at a time. And it's very important that you keep these chilled because once they start warming up to room temperature, they're kind of a nightmare to work with. So we're going to put about a big lopping tablespoon. The original recipe said about a half a cup, but we're going to do it like this. So we fold it over. We're going to take our brush with some water to seal the edges. Just like that. Little Vincent van Gogh for you. Okay. Fold this over. And fold that over. A little bit of water on the top. And that's our trick. So I'm going to continue to fill these, again, right in the center of the roll. And just all your corners go together. Okay. And then a little water on the top to fill it, or excuse me, to seal it. And right down. So I'm going to continue to do this. We're going to fill up our pan and then we'll be right back.
Look at them. They're getting good, beginning to get browned. You'll see when they start to really get brown, you'll see the water on the outside. Now, you're not supposed to open the door, but I have to because the door is so dirty you can't see through. Okay, our pastries are baking. They should be done very shortly. We got to let them cook, and then we're going to slit them and let the steam escape, and then you actually have to gut them because there's some of the stuff on the inside. Right now we're going to make the filling. The filling is mostly ricotta cheese. We take 1 orange and we grate it, and we take 1 square of bitter chocolate, and we're going to grate that, and half a cup of powdered sugar. And we're going to mix that all together, and we're going to make the filling here. I've already grated the chocolate and the the orange. I practiced a little bit off camera doing some of the things, and I found out my razor plane is what I usually use to grate stuff. That does not work very well at all for chocolate. I use this old baby. This was one of my mother's things. This is a mouli. Oh, the pastries are done, by the way. You put the chocolate in there and you just, crank it away and it grates up really good. And this old thing, use this for the orange. There's nothing better than that. Sometimes the old ways are the best. Okay, so we have that in there. I'm going to put the powdered sugar in. Yeah, powdered sugar is just like regular sugar, except it's very, very fine, and it's got a bit of cornstarch in there, which helps to thicken up stuff. Okay, I'm going to mix that up. Oh, yeah. The gota is not just for lasagna anymore. Oop, we got a lump in there we got to break up. Yeah, this is leftover powdered sugar from the Christmas show when we were making Christmas cookies. Here we have our one orange all grated, and one chocolate, one square of chocolate all grated. Now this is kind of an atypical Zeppolis recipe. A lot of people say, "What? You put chocolate in your Zeppolis?" And well, yeah, it's a different way of doing it. It looks really nice. Orange and chocolate are probably one of the nicest combinations you can ever have. I think they absolutely complement each other, just like ribs and sauerkraut, or bacon and eggs, or any of those things. All right, here we go. Here's that lump. Break that baby up. That'd be a bit sweet to get that in your Zeppolis. Or Zeppolis, as we call them in Cranston. Here we go. That's just the way it's supposed to look like. Okay, the pastries should be ready. I'm going to pop them out and have a look at them. Oh, yes, look at these. These are beautiful. Oh, yeah. Now what you have to do is slit the side to let the steam out so they stop cooking. This is a little warm. It pays to be a bass player and have calluses. And we're going to let these babies cool, and we're going to pipe the filling into them, and then we'll be all done. Allison, I think